Hi, it's Jameson with Cooper Fleet Services. Today is March 5th, 2021, and this is recent automotive news. The biggest story in domestic vehicle manufacturing is still the parts supply shortage, with a lot of electronic components like superconductors, semiconductors, and processors in short supply. In a recent meeting that I had with one of these major vehicle manufacturers, they were talking about the process that they're doing in the midst of these shortages. They are producing vehicles like trucks that have these hard-to-find components, and then they're parking them and pulling the hard-to-find components out and sending them back through the factory to be produced in another vehicle. That way they have a bunch of vehicles that are ready to go except for the hard to find components, and when the supply finally does come in, they'll just be able to plug in these things and ship out these vehicles. So hopefully they'll be able to meet quite a demand in a short amount of time when the supplies are available. The COVID-19 vaccine has made its way to domestic auto manufacturers. Rory Gamble, who is the president of the United Auto Workers Union, doesn't want it to be a requirement for employment. He is stressing to all of the UAW members that they probably should get vaccinated. Mercedes fell short of emission regulatory targets in both the US and China. US standards are rated in grams of CO2 per mile, and Mercedes missed the mark on their fleet trucks by 9% and their passenger fleet cars by over 20%. Mercedes stated that they will purchase external credits at short notice in order to close consumption gaps in the fleet achievement of this target. This could mean increased prices for Mercedes fleet owners, as obviously it will be more expensive for Mercedes. Limited vehicle inventory has seen many dealerships able to increase their profit margins. With low supply, they're able to sell what they have at a premium. And of course, without as many vehicles on the lot, their floor plan and insurance costs have gone way down. Sonic Automotive president Jeff Dykes said last month, "I suspect that we're going to see a permanent change in our industry. I don't think that we'll ever get back to the high levels of inventory and slower turn. We're all pushing for that, including the manufacturers." In the industry's push for electric vehicles, Volvo CEO Håkan Samuelsson announced that they want to be an electric-only brand by the year 2030, and they hope to produce their last gasoline-electric hybrid and diesel engine in the year 2029. Many companies have made similar statements, and it seems that they're all shooting for around the year 2030 to become mostly electric or all-electric vehicle manufacturers. Fiat Chrysler pleads guilty this week to one count of conspiring to violate the Labor Management Relations Act in a recent corruption scandal involving the United Auto Workers Union. Chris Pardee, General Counsel and Corporate Secretary for FCA North America, said, "One or more persons acting in the interest of FCA US agreed to pay and deliver and willfully paid and delivered more than $3.5 million in prohibited payments and things of value to officers and employees of the UAW." Fiat Chrysler were able to funnel these payments through a training facility that they jointly operated between FCA and the UAW. They paid for things like meals, parties, travel, and they even paid off one of the UAW's vice president's mortgages for $262,000, according to the feds. FCA has agreed to pay $30 million and submit to a court-appointed monitor for the next 3 years. That's been it for automotive news this week. Really appreciate y'all checking out the video. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you enjoyed the content. We have more things like this at our website at www.cooperfleetservices.com, so feel free to head over there if you wanted to see more content like this. Really appreciate y'all hanging out with us today, and hope you have a great weekend. Thanks. Bye.